You niggas let me talk for 2 minutes. You niggas let me talk for 2 minutes. Now I gotta say all my shit again. Nigga, god damn it. All right. Follow us, MicDrop Podcast, me, DK, the whole crew, the whole gang, you know what I'm saying? Follow us. I was talking for like 2 minutes straight. Y'all niggas didn't say shit. Follow us on Instagram at MicDrop Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Drop the Damn Mic. Follow us on YouTube at MicDrop Podcast. And of course, follow me on Twitch. Should be my personal Twitch. One and only Wordu on Twitch. Obviously, it's been a very eventful week. It's been a very flamboyant week. Meek, man, he's having himself a very peculiar week, it seems like. And we're going to cover it. I took a lot of notes. I got a lot of research. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a very extensive pod. I'm going to try to make this a more condensed pod. But was Battymeek Williams Diddy's power bottom? Now, I posed this question because apparently, Meek and Usher, and I want to say it was Chris Brown, I think. 3 of them. I don't know about Chris Brown too much, but I know Usher and Meek were found to be placed into this 70-page document saying that they had sexual relations. It's in regarding to some sexual allegations that this guy Lil Rod, Lil Rod, right? The nigga's name is Lil Rod. Go figure. That he was alleging that Diddy was forcing him to do things I'm not even going to put that out there. I'm just going to say that I personally would not be too fond of, right? And non-consensually too as well. And I guess, Meek and Usher were placed in this. Their names weren't really named in it, but it was like in an indirect way where they were like, oh, this person performed at the Super Bowl. This Philadelphia rapper dated Nicki. It's like, bro, like, come on. like we know who it is. But got a lot of videos to react to. Got a lot of shit to talk about. Let's peep the Instagram chat before I get into it. Shout out to my boy Tommy Depp in the IG chat. Shout out to my boy. Popped in, popped out. You know what I'm saying? I see you, my boy. Shout out to you. So let me go ahead and pull up the initial report that Say Cheese had posted. Let me go ahead and share my screen in a few. Now, I think most inquiring minds would have figured out that Meek isn't the smartest, or it doesn't appear that he's the smartest person. As far as the social media and whatever we see on his tweets, he doesn't seem to be the most intellectually sound person in the world. And obviously Akademiks and him, they have their beefs or whatever. My thing is, like, I don't care if you're gay, bro. Like I said, I don't want to be that guy. Like, oh, I have gay friends. Like, I'm not homophobic. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but I do have gay friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, it's like, bro, it's 2024. You can live your truth. No one gives a fuck. But it gets kind of tricky, especially when you're a street rapper trying to portray an image like, yo, like, nigga, it gets kind of tricky, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the hardest nigga. Oh, I'm from the trenches. Like, it's kind of hard to portray yourself as the gay trench nigga from Philly. It's kind of hard. Even from like a business standpoint, kind of hard to market yourself, right? If you're the label, if you're Atlantic looking at Meek, it's going to be hard to market that type of rapper, really. Nothing wrong with it, but it's kind of hard to market. But yeah, let's see. Let me pull up the article here. Got 8 in the building. Shout out to all 8 of y'all. Okay, let's see. We go screen share. Shout out to StreamYard. So we have according to a 73 a 73-page paper, excuse me, document Diddy allegedly had sexual relations with a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. I wonder who that is. Holy fuck. Like, I just can't. And a singer who performed at the Super Bowl. That could be any singer. That could be Bruno Mars. That could be any singer. Honestly, that could be Justin Timberlake. I think he performed one year. That could have been him, right? But I think it was a singer who recently performed at the Super Bowl. I think that's how they worded it, right? It's like, bro, that I remember watching this video of this one like psychic person that I think she predicted something about the Cassie situation, the whole Diddy Cassie situation, and she was predicting like this whole Diddy expose kind of thing that's going on right now was gonna like last. It was gonna keep going on until March or April or something like that. And it's March, April. There was kind of a period where it kind of died down a little bit, like initially when he settled and he paid the money to Cassie. There was like a down period. I can't remember the exact month that the Diddy Cassie shit got settled, but a couple months or weeks after that kind of died down, but then it kind of picked up last month. I don't know what's going to happen this month in regards to Diddy. I don't know what's going to happen in April regarding Diddy, but the psychic girl that I was watching, she seems to be pretty on point with what she was saying. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It seems like everything seems to be lining up. I don't know, like if it's some real spiritual shit going on. It might be some spiritual shit going on with this, because from what I was hearing, right? I want to say allegedly. I don't want to get sued and be like, oh, fake news, false news, you're spreading shit. Oh, you're the next Wendy Williams. No, I'm not that. From what I'm hearing, it doesn't seem like Diddy seems to be the most empathetic person in the world, right? Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of shit that's came out with Diddy. And then, of course, Meek Mill, his whole Twitter tirade. It's like, bro, Meek, like, why do these celebrities feel the need to address everything on social media? It would be one thing if Meek Mill was like early 20s or like late teens, right? If he was like a little bit younger, I could see why he would want to put everything out there on social media for everyone to see, right? Meek Mill, you're 34, 35? You're 5 years older than D-Fran. You're getting there, right? You're getting there in age, right? You're 5 years from being 40, right? Why do you feel the need to address everything everyone says about you? Usher was named in this same document. He didn't say shit. I think Chris Brown or someone else was named in that. They didn't say shit. Even when Usher, the whole thing with Usher having herpes, when that shit came out, he didn't say shit. It's Usher. Why would he have to say shit? Chris Brown, I don't know, because I was hearing Akademiks say something about Chris Brown or something like that. Chris Brown is Chris Brown. He doesn't have to say shit. And he didn't say shit. But it seems like Meek Mill, I don't know what's going on with Meek Mill. I don't know why this nigga feels the need to respond to all these niggas and what they're saying. But you don't have to do that, right? You don't have to do that. You're not obligated to respond or say anything to anyone if you don't want to, right? Freedom of speech. Who hasn't been in Nicki's pants? That's a valid point. It's a valid point, honestly. Valid point. But when they said it's like a Philadelphia rapper, it's like, okay, like how many? Is it Lil Uzi Vert? Is it like? It's not many Philly rappers you could really name that it's like. Maybe Uzi would probably be the closest one you could think of that's from Philly that has some kind of connection with Nicki in some type of way, where you can be like, oh, I could see why Uzi, you know what I'm saying? I think Uzi's has some kind of Rock Nation connection, might be, you know, tied in with Jay a little bit, might have connections with Diddy. I could kind of see that, but even then, that's kind of like more of a reach because Meek and Diddy have multiple sightings together, have hung out multiple times. There's a video of literally Meek freestyling for Diddy, and it just looks crazy. It looks crazy, right? Even with some of the shit that Meek is just like, even with some of the shit that Meek says sometimes, it's like, bro, like the nigga went on Gilly and Wallow. Let me try to pull it up here. Meek went on Gilly and Wallow, and this nigga said that losing a cellmate in jail is like losing a girlfriend. Let me repeat that again. Losing a cellie in jail is like losing a girlfriend. Let me just play the video so you can hear from the guy's mouth pause these very questionable things that are being mentioned, and it's not really looking good. Like Meek can try to put this facade like, oh yeah, I'm the real trench nigga, but it's really hard for people to believe you when you feel the need. Like whenever you see something in the headlines or something being circulated in your comment section, you're instantly just typing away like, oh, you're typing bullshit like, oh, they're trying to hold me back. Oh, them people are trying to distract you from my album, my EP coming. There's no conspiracy against Meek Mill, nigga. There's rappers that have came out last year that are more lit than you. Tizo Touchdown technically blew up last year. He is more lit than you. If we're being honest. If we're being completely honest. How do you sleep well at night? Did really good. Had a lot of notable features with Drake. Had a lot of notable features with Travis. What did Meek drop last year? What did Meek drop the year before that? Expensive Pain? It was okay. Like, I like Expensive Pain, the song, but everything else is kind of forgettable. Did 95K first week. It's not anything crazy. Atlantic isn't like, yes, Meek, you're gonna recoup this money. Yes, this is exactly what we like. No, like that could have easily been an EP. That could have been an EP. So obviously you're gonna drop another EP. You're gonna drop an actual EP now. You're not gonna drop an album now. The streets don't really care for a Meek album right now. But you can drop an EP. You can drop a single. You can drop a single and have Lil Baby on it. Have Lil Durk on it. You know. But a Meek Mill single, niggas don't give a fuck. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest, bro. Niggas don't give a fuck. Niggas just don't give a fuck. So here is the questionable clip here. Yeah, I'll just let you guys listen. And yeah, here it is. Let's play it.
Lost a chick. You know how it is. It's just, you're going to be heard about. They have a celly. Mm-hmm. Nah, you got a celly for 3 months.
That nigga cried when his celly left.
Pack it up, go to new jail. You're going to feel like you just lost a chick. You know how it is. It's just, you're going to be heard about.
How many times you felt like that?
No.
You ain't never lose your celly and feel like you lost a chick?
No. I lost some cellies that was some good, they went home. I didn't see, during my whole time, I didn't see hundreds of cellies go home.
Yeah.
And you'd be like,
how many times you cried?
I ain't never cried, man.
You're dealing with somebody for a long period of time.
I'll play it one more time.
Celly. Mm-hmm. Nah, you got a celly for 3 months.
That nigga cried when his celly left.
Pack it up, go to new jail. You're going to feel like you just lost a chick. You know how it is. It's just, you're going to be heard about.
How many times you felt like that?
No.
Keep in mind now, Wallow's been to jail He was in jail for 20 years. He's been in jail for a minute. Even that nigga ain't saying losing the celly's like losing a chick. Nigga, what? Well, what are you implying by that? Like, yeah, that's your man's. But to say, like, yo, losing this cellmate right here is like losing my bitch, bro. Like, fuck, bro. Like, what else could that literally imply? It's either Meek literally is trying to mask who he really is by saying little shit, or this nigga is just that slow. Like, he doesn't understand how that comes off. Like this nigga is like just literally that slow. Like, this nigga is like, man, losing the celly like losing a chick, bro. Like, damn, that shit crazy. Like, what? So, again, Meek not the smartest cat in the world, obviously. Like, lost a chick is crazy. It's crazy, nigga. Can you imagine a nigga like me saying that shit, bro? Like, bro, like if I was in jail, like, damn, bro, yeah, yo, that boy T-Rod, bro. When that boy T-Rod left the cell, bro, man, that was like my ex Shaniqua fucking left, bro. Like, nigga, what is that supposed to mean? What do you mean by that? 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 It's like, bro, I don't know. This shit's wild. Shit's crazy. Don't ever say that shit. Again, it's a lot more questionable shit that he's done, obviously. But yeah, he's been tweeting. His whole life is on Twitter. He tweets crazy shit. He's been all over the place this week. And it's like, you know, him and Ak have been beefing and they have their problems, this, that, and the third. But it's just like, bro, it's just some of the tweets. It's like, I feel bad for Meek fans. Like, some of the Meek Mill fans. To be a Meek Mill fan in 2024, I wonder how that really feels. Like it would, like, Meek Mill tweets back then. They don't look as corny as they do now, if that makes sense. Like, Meek Mill, like, look at some of the tweets that this nigga be saying, bro. Look at what this nigga actually says, bro. Like, how can you possibly defend this? Said, I don't know you when you touched down, bro, nigga, waiting a man and came out. This shit's crazy. Like, nigga's crazy, bro. Like, bro, like, let me show you this shit, bro. Let me just show. I'm showing all. I took notes, nigga. I done took notes. This nigga said, yo, when I got a girl around me, I'm fucking her twice a day. LOL, ask some of your favorites. Pussy don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the gay people, but that juicy pussy do it for me. One love to the gay people, but that juicy pussy do it for me. Nigga. Let's popularize living your truth. Meek Mill, if you're gay, it's okay, bro. We don't care like that. Maybe the niggas in your hood care, but trust me, bro, no one gives a fuck. You got niggas out here like Tyler, the Creator, trolling, saying a whole bunch of sus shit. Niggas think he gay. Does that affect him? No. Is Tyler, the Creator, one of the more successful artists still? Yes. Is he winning awards? Yes. Niggas don't give a fuck, man. Niggas don't care. It's just it's hard to defend you when you have this whole tough guy. I'm from the trenches. Oh, the trenches. Oh, they trying to hold me back because the trenches never sleep. They open 24/7. Oh, I'm the man of the trench. All that trench talk need to go, bro. Like, that whole facade that you plant. You can't talk about trenches, but you're bunny hopping for Robert Kraft. You're going to Michael Rubin's all-white parties, giving niggas hugs from the back. You got mayors in your back pocket. You got governors in your back pocket. You can't talk like that. You can't talk like that. Maybe somebody else, but if you're talking like this on Twitter, you can't talk like that. I'm sorry. It's not believable. That's why I'm like, bro, a lot of these Meek fans, it's hard to be a Meek fan, bro. Because there's obviously songs that I obviously love from Meek Mill, bro. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be fake and be holier than thou. Like, I obviously have a lot of Meek Mill songs on my Apple Music. Nigga, I fuck with some of Meek Mill songs. Of course I do. I listen to almost everybody. But Meek Mill in 2024, I haven't even listened to his EP yet, bro. I can already tell it's gonna do no more than 20K first week. No more than 20K first week, and I'll put money on that. I will put my next paycheck on that. Meek isn't relevant, bro. Musically, he's not relevant. Is he well known in rap? Yes. Does he have 12 million followers? Yes. Does he have a big social media presence? Yes. Does he have classic songs in the past that we all love? Yes, of course. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought, like, of course, bro. But, nigga, this is not 2015. You 2015 ass niggas. This is 2024. This is 9 years later. No one gives a fuck about Meek Mill. Let me go back to this tweet. Read this tweet again. Because this shit is fucking crazy. Because it's like, bro, like, what are you saying? When I got a girl around me, I'm fucking her twice a day. LOL, ask some of your favorites. Pussy don't control me, but it's like a high. What straight person says that? Honestly, think about this. If you're a straight black man, right? Are you running to Twitter when a whole bunch of gay allegations come out about you? Are you running to Twitter talking about pussy don't control me, but it's like a high? I don't gotta. That's corny, bro. Especially if I'm rich and famous like Meek Mill. Do you think I have to say anything to you niggas? You niggas should already know what the fuck time I'm on, nigga. The fuck? Pussy don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the gay people, but that juicy pussy do it for me. I done ran red lights to get that feeling, y'all. I done ran red lights to get that feeling. Y'all weird on here like devils. It sounds, this nigga tweets like a nigga trying to freestyle, but he's kind of not trying. He's kind of trying to make it into a tweet form. It's hard to defend niggas like this, bro. It's hard to defend niggas like Meek, bro. It's just so, like, no straight man talks like that. Like, exactly, bro. Like, what straight man has to say, oh, that pussy's like a high, bro? Like, nigga, that's damn near a beta male statement, what you're saying, bro. Like, oh, this pussy's a high. So getting pussy is a high for you, nigga? That's... It would be one thing if you weren't rich, if you weren't famous, if you weren't successful, if you didn't have, success in the past. You know what I'm saying? If niggas didn't know who the fuck you were, if you weren't rich, nigga. But you're Meek Mill and you're saying this because what? Your name appears on a document? A Diddy document? These are allegations! These are allegations! Just because they appear on a document based off of allegations implying that you're gay, you got to go to Twitter and type all this. Why? Nigga, if I'm Meek Mill, if I'm Meek Mill, I'm trolling y'all niggas. I'm like, yeah, okay. And if I'm gay, so what? I'm still the man. I'm the gay. I'm the gay. I would just troll. I would just troll y'all niggas, bro. I would either troll or don't say shit. You don't have to respond to everything on the internet. That's why, like, you being 35 years old and still feeling the need to respond to everything a nigga says on the internet, bro, put the phone down. Not even Kanye responds to everything on the internet, nigga. And that's Kanye. Okay? So put the phone down. Stop the bullshit. You don't need to respond to all these niggas. You don't need to respond to Ak. Yes, I know Ak is pretty good with the back and forths, and you might as well not say shit when it comes to. You might as well not even say shit when it comes to Ak. I'm just being honest. You're not winning. The chat niggas plus Ak, you're not winning that. Especially if you're Meek Mill. Especially if you're Meek Mill. You think you're gonna win that? You think telling your followers on IG to go pull up to Ak's house is helping your case? Especially when you're supposed to be a street nigga and you have gay allegations. You're supposed to be a street nigga. And you're basically snitching by giving niggas his address to go call the cops to come to his crib. Basically snitching. I'm just being honest. That's just what it is. But, you know, Meek, you know, if you're a power bottom, just say that, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And don't sit here. Don't sit here and try to act like, oh, this is the industry trying to hold me back. Oh, the industry. Oh, they don't want to see me win. They know I got music coming out. They're trying to hold me back. My nigga, you're not Tory Lanez, nigga. You're not Tory Lanez, nigga. Let me repeat that again. You're not Tory Lanez, my nigga. I don't know who you thought you were, but just because you are independent does not mean that they're trying to hold you back. They're trying to make up rumors, gay allegations. Okay, that does not mean that this is true. No, Rameek, it's not AI. This is real shit. Okay, all of this shit is in a report from the court saying that a Philadelphia rapper that used to date Nicki Minaj was named by Little Rod or something like that, saying that you had sexual relations with P. Diddy. Stevie J was named in it. Usher was named in it. I don't know if Chris Brown was, but I won't even mention Chris Brown. But Usher, Stevie J, and your name were named in it. It is not AI. This is not a Bobby Altoff fucking AI video. This is real shit. You can look this shit up in the courts. This is real. Niggas are not trying to hold you back, nigga. You are just not relevant. Musically, you're not relevant. Musically. No one gives a fuck. Outside of your fans. And you being independent. Think about it like this, bro. And I heard Ak talk about this on the stream. I kind of agree with it. Kind of makes sense to me. If you're dropping an EP and your EP is already after a full, because, you know, streams, how they use streams to count towards actual sales, like project sales. I think 3,500 streams counts as one project sale or one album sale. 3,500 streams counts as one album sale. So he did all the math, he did all of that, and he got that he was on track based off of one full day of tracking. Because it's been a full day. It came out at midnight. It's been a full day. You're on track to do 3K first week. But you're independent, so you have the excuse, oh, I'm independent. But when you were with Atlantic, Expensive Pain did what? 95K, right? What did championships do? $285K, $300K. It kind of makes you wonder, like, how much help do these artists really get from these labels? How much marketing does the label actually help the artist? If Meek Mill is now independent and can't even do 10K independent, makes you really wonder, right? Ak had mentioned it. I agree. Doesn't really make sense to me, if I'm being honest. Doesn't really make sense, bro. But objectively, Meek Mill's album, Heathenism, it dropped yesterday at midnight. Did I listen to it? Not yet. I'll probably listen to it after the stream. I'm not gonna lie. There's a song with Future, a song with Fabio Foreign. I'm gonna listen to it. It's only like 5 songs, something like that. I don't know. Let me pull up the track list so y'all can see it. Then I'm gonna get off this Meek topic because it just irritates me that niggas like him that are so fucking cocky, especially in an industry that's so quick, so fast paced. If you're not catching the eye of the consumer, if you're not constantly out there putting music out there, niggas are just gonna like, okay, you fell off. Like, niggas don't give a fuck, and you're steady on social media, but not dropping music. You're on social media more than you're dropping music. Drake is on social media, but I don't think he's on social media to the point where he isn't dropping music consistently still. You know what I'm saying? He has a balance. There's a balance there with Drake. He'll be on social media. He'll show that he's tapped in, but he's not going years without dropping something, right? Meek didn't drop shit. Correct me if I'm wrong. He didn't drop shit last year. The year before that, I think he dropped Expensive Pain, which was kind of mid. So, I don't even know what to say about Meek. But this was Meek's track list for a EP that he dropped called Heathenism. Don't know why he named it Heathenism, but this is the track list. A lot of these track list names are very flamboyant. You have Came From the Bottom, Times Like This, Whatever I Want, featuring Fabio, Big Boy, and Giving Chanel, featuring Future. And this is the EP that Ak is saying that it's on pace to do 3K. Again, that wouldn't really surprise me. But he was saying if you're counting the playlisting and all that, it would most likely the label's going to do, or not even the label, the playlists that work with labels are going to help that EP because it has songs that are on the playlist by association. That playlist that is going to help Meek with those songs, even though he's independent, which is technically bullshit because he's still being playlisted by Rap Caviar, which is an editorial playlist, right? I can't just put D&D on fucking Rap Caviar just because it's my song. I'm independent. That doesn't mean I can just, can you guys put D&D? No, it's an editorial playlist. So they put whatever songs they want to put on that playlist. So him being independent, that whole bullshit, it's bullshit, right? It means nothing, right? It's like Chance the Rapper. Oh, he's an independent artist, nigga. Like it means nothing, bro. Like if you really go and look at Chance the Rapper's like lineage and who his family is, you can say you're independent, but your independent is not my independent. I'm independent, right? Bentley Records is just a distribution label that I'm using to get my music out there. I'm not signed to a major. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of these niggas, they screaming this independent shit. Y'all niggas are not independent, bro. Y'all niggas are not independent. And even if y'all niggas get a distribution deal, y'all have the distribution deals have partnerships with major labels. Like, let's cut the cap. You niggas are not independent. Okay, even Russ, he's independent now. But even then, when he was signed to Columbia or whatever it was, I think it was Columbia, when he was signed to Columbia and he left Columbia, he still had relationships within that label that he kept with him. Even though you're not signed to that label, still, you can still have connections within that label to where you don't need to be signed to that label. I think that's common sense. And niggas are like, oh, what do you mean? He's independent. Are we serious? It's about who you know. It's about who you know. It's not about who you're signed to. It's about who you know. Okay? If you know A&Rs, if you know producers, if you know niggas that can market your music, you don't need to be signed to a major label. You don't need to be signed to unless you're a lazy ass nigga that wants someone to do everything for you. Do what works best for you. I'm not knocking it, because sometimes signing to a major label, some people need that. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. But for some people, it works for them. For some people, that's a better situation for them. So I'm not going to knock it 100%. But this whole notion of people saying, oh, independent. Meek Mill, you have been signed to Rick Ross since 2011. Probably even before that. Probably co-signed before that, honestly. But we'll stay 2011, 2012. You have not been independent for the better part of 10 years. And now you're waving this independent flag. Oh, I'm independent. You've had songs with Drake. You've had songs with Rick Ross. You've had songs with, Lil Baby, Dirk, Future. I'm independent. I don't want to hear that shit. Niggas that are actually independent like me, it's a slap in the face to us, bro. It is. Oh, look at this shit. Look at this bot. Look at this bot. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, suck my dick. But yeah, man, it's just Meek. It's like, bro, Meek is just, the nigga is just like, not even with Meek. Diddy, Meek associating himself with Diddy is just fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy, because the type of shit that Diddy has done since the early 90s, and niggas just overlook it because it's Diddy. Oh, it's Diddy. Oh, we can't say shit about Diddy, which is a fact. I mean, he's pretty much a gatekeeper in the industry, I would like to think. Even Diddy, who I think Diddy and Jay-Z are kind of like in the same type of tier to a certain extent now. They're both billionaires. They're both hip-hop icons, you could say, right? Even Diddy found a way to emasculate Jay-Z back then. It's like, bro, the type of power that nigga has, no one could really say shit to Diddy. No one could really do shit to Diddy. So it's I just kind of find it really peculiar that all this shit is coming out now. Because look at this video, bro. Look at this shit, bro. The nigga smacked Jay-Z on his ass multiple times, and Jay-Z didn't do shit. You want to know why? He couldn't do shit. There's levels. P. Diddy was relevant a little bit before Jay-Z, if you didn't know. Diddy co-signed Biggie, co-signed Faith Evans, co-signed a lot of other people. Shine. So Diddy has a lot of power, right? And he likes to flex that power a lot. Allegedly. That's what it seems like. I don't know. I'm not in the industry. I don't know, right? I'm not signed to a major. I'm just, what does Wordu know, right? I'm just Alex. What the fuck does Alex know, right? But when you see videos like this, bruh, it's like, and then all the shit that's coming out now, it's like, honestly, are you like really that surprised? I'm not that surprised. I know it might seem like I'm that surprised. I'm not that surprised, honestly. I'm really not. It's like, like this shit is crazy that it's coming out like now, coincidentally, 2024, you know, which seems to be the year that a lot of people are getting exposed, a lot of information's getting out there, a lot of truth is getting out there. It's what it seems like. But it's not too surprising when you really think about all the crazy shit that Diddy has done in the past with stiffing artists, with not paying artists, with not giving artists their royalties, with not giving artists their back end pause, with you know, a lot of fucked up shit that Diddy has done on all aspects, music wise, power dynamic wise, sexual wise, you know, yeah, you know, and it's a damn shame that it took this while for people to actually notice it, for it to come out, for people to be like, oh my God, Diddy is a crazy. Some niggas have been knowing this. They allude to it here and there. It's just people just don't pick up on it because it's Diddy. So it's like, oh, it's just Diddy. It's just Diddy being Diddy. You know what I mean? Just create. And then Meek just posts the craziest shit on Twitter. I just purchased a 10-inch super long realistic dildo for women, waterproof, ultra soft, silicone dildo, lifelike penis wand for women and man. Women and man. Find more about the product here. And then he said, how do you unlink your Twitter from your Amazon account? This is urgent. How do you unlink your Twitter from your Amazon account? This is what Meek, the trench god, this is what he tweeted. You know, again, it's like it goes to show you, like, a lot of this shit is smoke and mirrors, man. A lot of this shit is smoke and mirrors. A lot of these niggas are on the down low. It would be so much easier if they just came out. Because honestly, niggas don't give a fuck what you do with your dick. Honestly, think about it. Why would I, as a straight man, give a fuck what you do with your dick? I don't give a fuck. I'm not gay, so I don't really care. Unless I have some kind of weird parasocial relationship with these famous people that a lot of these fans do, which is kind of crazy. But if it's just me and I don't really have an attachment to him, I don't really give a fuck about what he does in his personal life. There's no attachment there. Why would I care if you're gay or not? I don't care. Do you make good music or not? You're a musician. Your job is to make music. If your music is mid, I'm going to say your music is mid. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care. Any of that shit doesn't matter. To me, at least, I don't care. Because I'm objective when it comes to shit like that. So for you to still kind of be, if you're gay, bro. No one cares. No one cares. Right? Get Lil Nas X doing all this shit. Highest selling or longest running #1 of all time, right? Frank Ocean, one of the greatest R&B albums ever. Channel Orange, Blonde. Some of the greatest musical pieces ever. Do niggas say, oh, I'm not listening to that because he's gay? No one cares. No one cares, bro. Like you think they do. Maybe back then, but it's a different world now, bro. No, it's a new world, bro. No one cares like that. Now, people might care with you because you've been so gung-ho on this. Oh, I'm a street nigga. I'm the trenches. I can never be gay. Oh, this pussy is a high for me. They might be on your ass because you double down acting like you're not gay. But if you just came out and were honest, I think niggas would give you jokes for maybe a week or so. But if you come back dropping heat, niggas don't give a fuck, bro. Like, niggas have short memories, bro. Like, they'll obviously remember, they'll know that you are gay, but they're not going to really care as much if you just owned up to it now instead of just holding it in as a secret your whole fucking life and to the grave. You know what I mean? We don't care. Do you make good music? Do you not make good music? Simple as that. It might be a little bit easier if you were like a singer or something like that. If you were a singer, it's a little bit easier, right? Very easy to come out the closet, drop some fire music, still not really get too much backlash. If you're a rapper, a street rapper, and you're doubling down on this shit, acting like you're not, good luck, brother. Good luck. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. But let me play a bunch of the Meek and Diddy context clues, and then I'll move on. I know I've been on this for almost an hour, so I took a lot of notes. When I get all my videos out there, then I'll get to the new music, you know, all the other shit that happened. You know, got podcasts is, you know, ending. I'm going to cover that too. But here's a little compilation of Diddy and Meek Mill. I'll just let you guys watch and be the judge. I'll let you guys judge this. What do you guys think this is here, guys? What do we think about this here? Uh-oh. Shit lagging. Give me a second here. You gotta love MacBooks, bro. Gotta love that shit, bro. Got him diving into the pool.
Yeah.
This nigga don't know how to dive for shit, bro. So, you know, two black men diving into a pool doesn't really seem like anything crazy, but you know, obviously with context, you know, obviously the internet's gonna rip you to shreds. They're gonna make you look crazy, obviously. But you know, it's just you know, like the podcast and tease. Yeah, that shit, like, bro, like, nigga, like, I heard some nigga in the chat saying, "Oh, I know that nigga dived into something." All right. I know that nigga dived into something, all right. Like, yeah, definitely. And there was obviously audio of allegedly. If anything is AI, it would be this. But allegedly there was a audio. I'm not gonna play it. I don't want to traumatize you guys. I'm not gonna play it. Okay. But you can find it on Twitter. If you look well enough, you can find it. If you're intrigued, you can find it. There was an audio clip of allegedly, I don't know if it's true, but allegedly there is a clip of P. Diddy and the power bottom engaging in some very tropical activity. That's all I'll say. Play that shit. You know what? Actually, I'll play it just for you, man. Pause. Jesus Christ. Pause. I'll play it. I'll play it because you wanted to listen to this shit. But after this, I'm done, bro. After this, this is it. This is it, bro. Because like when I heard this, it was just like, bro. It sounded very realistic too. Like I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything that's gonna get me canceled. So I'm gonna keep my intrusive thoughts to myself for now. But yeah, let me see if I can try to find the audio clip. It was very I don't know if I showed you Zen. He said niggas need to know the truth about how these rappers flew. Man, a lot of these rappers are I'm not gonna say all these rappers. I'm gonna say a lot of the mainstream rappers. To make it in the industry, you got to be fake, bro. You can't be a real nigga. You can, but you're not gonna have a long lasting career. You're not gonna have a career of like 5, 6, 7, 8 years minimum. Being a real nigga. Oh, I'm a solid nigga. Yo, I do shit the right. Nah. No. Nope. You gotta take it up the black hole. You gotta take it up the solar system. You gotta take it up the galaxy. You have to take it up the spiral. You that's just what you have to do. At the highest level, I think I'm good off that. I think I'm pretty good off that. Yeah. I think I have standards enough to not do that shit. Regardless of a lot of these niggas on the internet saying, oh, Wordu's an industry plant, all that. Stop it. If I'm an industry plant, I'm a pretty shitty industry plant. I haven't dropped a song in how long? This channel, this YouTube channel, it doesn't even have, 1,000 subs? Yes, I pulled a lot of pretty prominent guests just because I'm Alex Wordu, and I'm just like that. I'm that nigga. But to think I'm an industry plant, come on, brother. Come on, brother. If I'm an industry plant, what is 4 bats? What is 4 bats, nigga? You answer that question, nigga. If I'm an industry plant, what is 4 bats, nigga? Fuck out of here. Let me try to find this damn shit. I think I put it in a chat earlier. Let me see if because I sent it to my boy Danny. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it again. That shit was traumatizing, bro. Listening to that shit was okay, I found it. Okay. So I'm only gonna play this one time all the way through. Allegedly, I don't know if this is a real recording. I don't know how this, if it is real, I don't know how this leaked. I don't know how this got out. You internet niggas are crazy if this is real. This is why it's part of the reason why I don't want to be famous if this is real, because if anything is AI, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, Meek. Out of all the shit that I've seen, I'm just gonna assume that this is AI for your sake. Because if this is real, nigga, nigga, you need to come out the closet. You need to come out. You are living a lie. If this is real, if this clip is real, something got to change with you, my guy. Because this shit is like, bruh. Let me see if I can play this shit, bruh. Because this shit is crazy. Let me play this shit, bro. After I play this is a wrap. I can't do it. I just literally can't do it, bruh. I just can't do it, bro. I just can't. Let me zoom in. I'm gonna play the whole thing. All right, here it is. All right, then. Are you ready? Here it is, bro.
Yeah. That shit out. That shit out.
It feels good, nigga. I can't hear you, nigga.
Yeah,
your neighbors need to hear this shit, bro.
Blow that shit out. Fuck me. Fuck me.
What?
Fuck me.
Give me that fucking pussy, bro.
Yeah,
give me that fucking pussy, nigga.
Fuck me. Oh, fuck. Take this shit. Take that shit. Yeah.
What, nigga?
Yeah.
What, bro? What, bro?
Oh,
who the fucking king, nigga?
Who the king?
Who the fucking king, nigga?
Fucking king. Oh, shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm playing it only once through. Again, I don't know. I'm just gonna. No, nigga, I told you, bro. I'm gonna just assume it's not real. There's no way. No way. I'm just gonna assume it's two niggas from a random gay porn scene. It's no way. It's absolutely no way, bro. It's absolutely no fucking way. It would be crazy if they said names in the shit. That's why I'm like, it could be fake. But kind of did sound like Diddy. Kind of did. He said that she don't even sound like Diddy. Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah. I'm just gonna say it's AI. AI. If anything is AI, that's AI, right? But you know, I was traumatized listening to that because it's like, even though it might have been fake, I was like, yeah, no. Okay. So let's pray for Meek Mill. Let's pray for his bottom. Let's pray everything goes well with Mr. Rameek Williams, Battymeek Williams, and yeah, man. Let me get to the other shit. So let me get to, okay, this is a problem. This is a very popular discussion that people like to have. So Jay-Z. This was a discussion that I heard at first a long time ago about Jay-Z never having or never running a year at any point in his career, right? I'm going to play this video. I kind of agree with it to a certain extent. I 95% agree with it to a certain extent, but I'll play it. Give me a second. Let me play what Guy said, because the dude was kind of spitting facts, though.
What's a music opinion that'll have everybody looking at you crazy?
There is not a year where Jay-Z was indisputably the hottest or the best rapper in the game. Jay-Z came in the game in 1996. I think we can all agree that's Tupac's year. 1997, Biggie died. In 1998, which was kind of his breakout year, DMX had 2 number 1 albums in that year. 1999, DMX again, who outsold Jay-Z by a big margin. Year 2000, Nelly.
And also around that 98, 99 year, after, I think it was after Volume 2, there people were kind of saying, is he kind of falling off? Is he going to retire? Because Volume 1 didn't really do what it was supposed to do. And Volume 2 was all right. Volume 3, he was contemplating retirement. Then he dropped the Dynasty album, I think, in 2000. So that stretch from like 90, 97, 98 to like 2000 was kind of like the years where people were like, oh, is he going to retire? You should just hang it up. Reasonable Doubt is Reasonable Doubt. Obviously, you're not going to deny that. Reasonable Doubt was Reasonable Doubt. Volume 2 was okay. Volume 1, Volume 3, to me at least, And a lot of the streets were like, man, is he going to retire type shit? The man was going to retire multiple times throughout the year, you know what I'm saying? Throughout his career, actually. But I'll keep playing it.
And Eminem both went down. Now, 2001 would have been the best argument, but then Ludacris came in the game with hits like Area Codes, Move, Bitch, Roll Out. 2002.
That one I'll kind of disagree with because, yes, Luda did come out that year with Area Codes, and he was a pretty big artist too as well. But I think if you're talking about the album of that year that kind of defined 2001, would obviously have to be Blueprint, I feel like, because number one, he literally dropped that album when 9/11 happened. So I think he dropped that on, I don't know if it was the night before, or it was on September 11th. He dropped that on September 11th. I remember that. So if it was any year that he ran a year, if it was any year, it would probably be that year. Honestly, it was 2001. That'd be the only argument you can really make. But even then, I feel like, didn't Eminem drop that year, or correct me if I'm wrong, didn't he drop the Eminem show that year? Didn't DMX drop? Didn't Ludacris drop? Like there wasn't a solid year where people could argue Jay-Z was like he ran this year type shit. You know what I'm saying? Which I can agree with. That I can agree with. But the only debatable year for me so far is 01. So let me play it so far.
Here go Eminem again, dropping the Eminem Show, another diamond album, as well as Nelly dropping another album that sold like 7 million. Jay-Z who? 2003 was obviously 50 Cent's year. He retired, came back in 2006. At that point, T.I. was on top of the game. 2007 undoubtedly goes to Kanye graduation year. Can't be serious. And 2008 to like.
I mean, he did kind of he skipped 04 and 05. 04 I think was Kanye. 05 I think was Kanye as well. College Dropout, obviously. Late Registration, even in 05, I'll give that to him as well. And then 06, he said T.I. came out. Yeah, I'll give that to you. You can honestly argue Lil Wayne or T.I. depending on who you ask. I'd probably say T.I. But yeah, I'd probably say T.I.
Like 2011 clearly goes to Lil Wayne. So at what point was he the hottest rapper in the game?
Yeah, I kind of agree to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? There just wasn't a for sure year that Jay-Z ran shit. I don't think there was like a for sure year that he ran shit that year, right? Outside of maybe 01. But even then he didn't run 01. Like there was Ludacris dropped, Eminem dropped, DMX dropped, I believe. There was a lot of big artists that, you know, they had just as big of an impact. So it's like, you know, there wasn't a for sure year that he ran. Cardi B dropped a song that closely resembles Ski Mask song to the millennials out there. It is or to the Gen Zers or whatever all the niggas that are born in 2000, whatever that shit's called. To those people, Cardi B stole Ski Mask song, right? When it's clearly it's Missy Elliott's song, Dumb Nuts. And even Bia had Timbaland on the shit, who was a producer on Missy Elliott's song. But yeah, Cardi B dropped a song, a little single. I think it was supposed to be a freestyle or something like that. Honestly, it's like, I don't care, bro. Like, if Cardi, if you're not dropping an album, bro, like, you haven't dropped. Think about this. Really think about this. You haven't dropped since Chance the Rapper was relevant. You haven't dropped in 6 years. Kendrick Lamar has dropped before you. 3 Stacks has dropped a project before you. 3 Stacks came back and dropped before you. Nigga, Kendrick dropped. 3 Stacks dropped. ASAP is going to drop soon. I think ASAP is going to drop before you. Schoolboy's dropped. A lot of niggas have dropped before you, gang. I'm pretty sure Frank Ocean will probably drop before you. I don't know when he's going to drop, but I picture he's going to drop before you. So it's like, at what point you can say, like, oh, I'm focused on family, this, that, and the third. I don't really need to, I'm not really focusing on music right now. You better be focused on music. All that money Atlantic put towards you, you better be focused on music, nigga. If I'm the label, nigga, if I'm paying you all that money, do you know how much money they put to promote Cardi B? Do you know how much money they put to market Cardi B, bruh? Even with that mid song with Kanye, Dirk, and Cardi, that shit was mid. You know how much? Do you know how expensive that music video looks? The bongos shit with Meg Thee Stallion. Do you know how expensive that shit looks, bruh? WAP, Wet Ass Pussy, which is which is beyond me. I don't know how, but it's on track to being a diamond song. I don't know how. It's only been like 4 years. That's crazy. You know how much money they put into that record? Cardi. So if I'm the label, yeah, you're dropping an album this year. A lot of your singles aren't really doing it right now. And this shit's not really, like what? It's called like what? I think, is that what she's calling it? Like what? I think even Ski Mask like tweeted out, was like, oh, it sounds familiar. It's like, bro, like Cardi, you need to drop a project, not just for your fans, but for your label. I think you owe your label a lot. I'm not saying she's struggling to recoup her shit. She's probably already fucking recouped because it's fucking Cardi B, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, like these labels, like when you sign to these majors, it's like taking out a loan. Basically, they're loaning you money so that you can progress and get a head start in your musical career. But that money you have to pay back through your music, through your shows, through all of that shit, depending on how your deal's structured. Right? I'm pretty sure she's recouped. Pretty sure. Because that one album alone, I'm pretty sure she's recouped, which is kind of crazy, right, to say. But depending on how her next album does, I don't know how many albums she owes that label, how many years she signed initially with her label. Atlantic Records, pretty big record label in music right now. Atlantic Records. I don't think this single is really helping your.
If I say anything mean, I mean it. I ain't never lost no nigga, I need it. I'm rich, I ain't getting in no pool that's not heated. Big ass guy and I'm having sex on it. My life so trash, think I put a hex on it. Bitches be laughing like, oh, what's funny?
So first off, like the song, obviously Ski Mask, he tweeted, oh, it sounds familiar, because it sounds like Catch Me Outside, which is like technically Missy Elliott's song, but you know, the more popular sample that everyone knows is Ski Mask's version of that song. And then obviously there's Bia's song, which I like. I'm That Bitch, which is fire too, with Timbaland. It's like, bro, if that's the single that you're dropping to prepare to drop your project, it's like, I don't think Cardi B won't ever fall off. She might not be as relevant musically. I don't think there'll ever be a year where Cardi B like isn't relevant, because her social media presence is just so big. There's certain female rappers, I feel like female artists can stay relevant as far as social media and like as far as the internet a lot better than men, because they're women, and you know, women kind of support women at a higher level compared to men supporting other men, honestly, if I'm being honest. I think Cardi B musically hot. She dropped hot shit with Kanye and Dirk. It was mid. She dropped bongos with Meg. It was mid. It's like she dropped this shit. It's mid. You know what I mean? That's 3 songs in a row. If your album isn't really, you know what I mean? I don't even know what to expect from your album at this point, because your first album was just so personal. It was just so great. It was so amazing. It was so well put together. And you captured the moment because you dropped Bodak Yellow, and a couple months later you dropped that project too, and it did what it did. On top of that, long term, it's going to be very hard now in 2024. And that was 2018. It's going to be hard in 2024 to do that again. So hopefully Cardi B can bounce back. You know, there's a lot of other female rappers. You got Lotto, you got Meg, Ice Spice, regardless of what you say, Sexy Red, regardless of what you say, Bia, Flo Millie, Sweetie, regardless of what you say. Nicki is always there. Doja's always there. Fucking Young M.A.'s always there. Coi Leray's always there. It's a lot of female rappers now, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot. What is Cardi gonna do to? I don't know what she can do at this point. really to kind of like separate herself from the crowd, because musically at least, because she's gonna be relevant. It's Cardi B. Like most girls, they love Cardi B, right? I know the whole Nicki Cardi B beef was gonna, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But I don't know. I think if she drops a project this year, it's gonna be one of the most important projects of her career. And yeah, I don't know who's gonna drop. Who else is gonna drop this year, honestly? But can't wait to see it, bro. Yeah. We had See the Thing Is. I want to cover that before I get into new music. So See the Thing Is, they were on the Joe. They used to be partnered up with the Joe Budden Podcast Network. It's a podcast with two girls, Mandy and Bridget. They announced that they are finishing their final episode together. I don't think there's like real beef with them. I just think it's probably maybe some creative differences. I don't think they're really beefing like that. But from what I've seen, from the clips that I saw too, from like their last show or whatever, it seems like it was just a bunch of creative differences with them, and they wanted to go do their own thing. I kind of felt like Mandy is kind of like, she can be a little extra sometimes, and Bridget's kind of like the more calm, cool, reserved. I mean, she was an actual musician, so she kind of knows a little bit more. She's kind of more well-versed on a lot of things. Mandy's kind of just, because I think Mandy has a podcast with someone else, Horrible Decisions, with some other girl too. I don't know. I don't. Those type of podcasts aren't really my type of podcast. Even the See the Thing Is, I only really cared about this because they were actually coming to an end and they were signed to Joe Budden at a certain point. So it's just interesting to see. And they were actually dissing Joe Budden for having 6 mics or having 6 different people talking at the same time, which is kind of funny. Because now they're ending their podcast, even though they were talking shit about Joe. But yeah, they filmed their last episode, 282, the official end of an era. Never really watched them after they left the Joe Budden Network, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, it was just crazy to see that shit finally go down. I think there was a clip about them actually talking about the beef that they had with Joe Budden as far as like getting guests on their pod, because I guess there was a point where they were trying to get certain guests on the pod, and it was some issue they were talking about. I forgot. I'll probably have to let the video play. But a lot of you niggas probably don't give a fuck about this shit, but I kind of care about this because I am a Joe Budden podcast fan, and I care about the things of the Joe Budden podcast. So they are technically a part of that story. So here is Mandy and Bridget talking about the situation.
Yes. We wanted 3 guests. We asked specifically the JBN for Jasmine Sullivan, Lotto, and Kevin Samuels.
Yep.
Guess where those 3 went? Onto the JVP. Literally.
Okay, so you can't expect, just business-wise, right? You can't really, and it's kind of what this guy said too. First year, you can't request all the guests you want while building, but maybe they could have sat on the JVP while y'all had those guests up there. It's kind of foul. It is kind of foul, yeah, but that's the thing about leverage. If you're partnering, or if you're it was a partnership because you still owned it, right? If you're partnering with Joe Budden, or if you're partnering with anybody, right, and they have more leverage than you, in your first year signing with the Joe Budden Network, you're trying to get Kevin Samuels, you're trying to get Lotto, you're trying to get Jasmine Sullivan. Like, you don't really have the pull yet within that company. I honestly would have never heard about their podcast if it wasn't for the Joe Budden Network. Those type of podcasts, they are not for me. Like, respectfully, I don't want to be a misogynistic nigga, but that shit is just not for me. I don't watch shit I don't watch Horrible Decisions. I don't watch Poor Minds, nigga. I don't watch Call Her Daddy, my nigga, okay? I am a grown-ass man. I'm pushing 30. Okay, that's just not that's just not me. Okay, but business-wise, how can you really expect yourself as a podcast to really demand guests like Kevin Samuels in the peak of his popularity to come on your platform instead of theirs? How can you expect Lotto to come I could actually kind of see Lotto. I can kind of see Lotto. It's kind of in your bag, kind of. But even then, you don't have the leverage to make that call. You don't have the leverage to tell Joe to get those guests on your pod. Yes, he could have done that. He could have, but do you have the leverage to be able to demand that? Not necessarily. Was that in your contract? Probably not. But you would figure Joe being probably really closely, fond of you guys, he'd probably, shoot you guys a favor, get y'all Lotto, get y'all, because he's close with Lotto, get y'all Jasmine Sullivan, and get y'all Kevin Samuels. But y'all didn't have the leverage to do that. Is it kind of foul? You can kind of say that, but y'all not the JBP, bro.
No interaction with us at all. We specifically asked for those 3 guests, and instead of those guests coming to us, that was probably to me a little bit of the beginning of the end. Even.
Oh yeah, that was where I realized y'all don't fuck with us. Y'all don't really fuck with us for real.
We are trying to grow. You got us Big Frida.
Yep.
We were getting and Money Long. We were bringing in guests. We specifically asked for those 3 artists.
Yeah.
And by the time all 3 of them ended up going on to, it was like, this isn't the family or the network, or we're not getting the synergy's
not real.
It wasn't
real.
But
also, I mean, the Kevin Samuels thing was frustrating because he was replying to us
on his
YouTube live.
On his YouTube.
So he knew who we were. He heard what we said. He watched the episodes.
He responded.
He responded, but wouldn't actually come on the show.
This show?
Well, you kind of have to wonder why Kevin Samuels didn't come on the show. Maybe it's not even because of Bridget. Maybe it was because he doesn't like Mandy. It seems like Mandy seems to be the more extroverted person amongst the two. As far as like the episodes that I've seen of them niggas talking, it seems like she's like the one that's kind of the extra person. You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of you niggas don't care about that. That's why y'all leaving. But let me get to the new music. Before the new music, so Drake actually linked up with Vori's replacement Friday. Yes, indeed, he did. Drake linked up with Friday. He had a notable feature on Lil Baby's project a couple years ago, 2021, on so I forgot what that mid project was called. What was that mid project called that Lil Baby dropped? It's Only Me, something like It's Only Me. So something like that. Yeah. So Drake linked up with Vori. Not Vori. He linked up with Vori's replacement Friday. Friday's a really good artist. I guess Vori is canceled now, so can't really say Vori's name for obvious reasons. I guess he is a what would you say, a verbally domestic abusive person or something like that. I don't really know. I saw a video about that. It's like, But I don't know. I would love to hear a song with Drake and Friday, or I'd love to hear maybe I wouldn't say I want to hear a project with them too. I think that's kind of like a reach. But I definitely want to hear a song with them. I like Friday's distinct sound. He's very, very melodic. Definitely has little kind of sounds. It reminds me of Vori, obviously, for obvious reasons. Vori and Friday have very similar sounds, very similar ways they use their voice. Very versatile. And I think Drake in a Friday song would be fire. Honestly, I think it would be fire. Shout out to them. So wrap up the stream. I'm gonna go through the new music that I did not listen to, most of which I did not listen to. Actually, I played a little bit of Schoolboy's album. I'm gonna save my thoughts for tomorrow because I'm gonna stream tomorrow probably with DK. So yeah, I hate to be that guy, but I'm gonna have to do it. You know, I gotta do it. Sorry, but yeah. So these are the songs that dropped on Friday. Gonna cover this and get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Little solo podcast for y'all. So we got Schoolboy, Blue Lips, the album dropped. Haven't listened to it fully, so I'm not gonna give my full opinion yet, but when I listen to it fully, I will give my full opinion on it from what I've heard. I listened to the first 2 or 3 songs. I haven't listened to everything. It seems very, I don't know how to describe it. It seems very boom bap-ish. Seems very more lyrically, more lyricism, all of that. Oh, I can rap. Let me prove to these niggas that I can rap. I'm Schoolboy, you know. But I'm gonna save my full opinion on it because I haven't listened to the full project. I want to be fair to him. I'm gonna play the full. He said the stream not over. Bet. Yeah. But Meek Mill, Heathenism dropped. Again, it's on pace to do 3K, probably do 10, 15K at the end of the day. Like what? Very mid. I actually haven't listened to the Baby Grammy party. I was gonna watch a video too. I'll probably watch a video real quick. But the Baby Grammy party, Pharrell Williams, Miley Cyrus, Doctor. That's a weird combination. Because I think Miley Cyrus made it a big deal that she's not going to work with people in hip hop anymore because I got a lot of backlash for that Mike Will Made It 23 video or some shit like that. But I guess she's on the black side now. Lil Tyler, Bad Bitch. I heard that song. Sounds like every other Lil Tyler song I've heard. Nothing crazy. Kid Laroi, haven't heard it. Kid Laroi. Every time I hear Kid Laroi, like a new song from Kid Laroi, I kind of get very small remnants of Justin Bieber. Very, very small remnants. Like, because when before he was like co-signed by Scooter and all that shit, it sounded more like Leroy, but now it seems like he's just going like the full pop route, and he's starting to really sound like Bieber, but like but he's making it his own though. It doesn't sound like a carbon copy necessarily. It's like a mixture of Bieber and Post Malone kind of. So I haven't listened to it, but I'll listen to that. Babyface E, I don't know who you are. I'm not gonna lie, but shout out to you. Busy Banks, no Busy Banks. Don't Start Part 3. I'm gonna listen to that. Tizo, I don't know if that's Tizo Touchdown, but let me see. Is there a nigga named Tizo? Just Tizo? That's Tizo Touchdown. I probably would have definitely seen that because I'm a big Tizo Touchdown fan. So I don't think that is Tizo Touchdown. That is Tizo. That is just Tizo. So I don't know who that is. So shout out to you, making a floppy. Ian Dior, wow, dropped an EP. Ian fucking Dior. Ian Dior in 2024 is crazy. Ian Dior in 2024 is great. I think my favorite Ian Dior song is probably Strings with Gunna. I think Strings with Gunna is probably his best song. I think that song is fire, just like the whole meaning behind it. And Gunna had a great verse on it. It was dope. But as far as Ian Dior, I haven't listened to an Ian Dior song in fucking 6-7 years. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. And Heady One Social, shout out to all my UK niggas, all my UK things out there. You know what I'm saying? UK things. But yeah, that is everything in my notes here. Prize Picks, you fucking suck. Prize Picks is a fucking donation app. I think I bet Tyrese Halliburton over 11 assists. This nigga got 0 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. 0 points. Tyrese Halliburton, 0 points, by the way. Tyrese Halliburton, 0 points, by the way. 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Come on. Prize Picks, you're a donation app, but shout out to Prize Picks. But yeah, I am out until I'll probably stream tomorrow. I'll probably be in the other hotel tomorrow, so probably stream tomorrow. I don't know what I'll talk about. I pretty much talk about everything, but I'll probably talk about some shit with DK. I'll probably have a guest on. I was gonna interview this one guy that's like a Logan Paul impersonator. He kind of looks like Logan Paul. I don't know. I think he told me he's good for Sunday, so I'll probably interview him on Sunday or tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. But shout out to everyone watching on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, all that good shit. Shout out to my boy Flacco pulling up. Shout out to Mustard pulling up. Shout out to the boy K9 pulling up. Shout out to Kasim pulling up. Shout out to Fecto pulling up. Shout out to everyone pulling up in the IG live right now. If you're not followed on the IG, make sure you go follow me on Instagram at MicDrop Podcast. You know what I'm saying? I post reels from the podcast whenever I'm free or whenever I have time. I'll probably have some time tomorrow. I'll probably edit a reel real quick. Probably. I don't know. But shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to Louise Nunez. Shout out to I Love You Dawn. Shout out to Six Schools. I think that's DK's boy. Shout out to the Tommy Depp. Shout out to everyone that has pulled up, even if you stayed for 2 seconds, 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour. Doesn't matter. Thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect everyone to watch my shit. I'm not the most entertaining nigga in the world. But you know, I like to do this for fun. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the people in the IG chat. Shout out to all the people on Twitch. Shouts out to all the people on YouTube. And shouts out to all the people on Twitter. And shouts out to my boy, Official Zen Lift. You know what I'm saying? My main nigga, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him always being here supporting me. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And we will be back probably tomorrow. I don't know what time, but I'll figure it out. You know how niggas be. Shout out to y'all, man. I'm out.